Okay. Why would they put him in the AI core? Do you think that would be the most dangerous place to put him? That makes me wonder what goes in the other cargo hold. Because, whatever, the starboard one? Because the port, I think, is where Grunt is. So, maybe he'll move from the AI core to there? I just don't understand why you'd put him there. Especially if he can just, like, instantly hack AI. You think you'd put him in a friggin' storage container. Especially not behind medbay. I mean, who's gonna get healed if the doctor gets killed? Such dumbasses. Alright, let's save.
Hut! I'm turning this thing back on. Be ready. Aye, aye.
I have isolated our systems and erected additional firewalls. I am prepared to resist any hacking attempt.
Better be.
Can you understand me?
Yes.
Are you going to attack me?
No.
You said my name aboard the Reaper. Have we met?
We know of you.
You mean I've fought a lot of Geth?
We have never met.
No, you and I haven't. But I've met other Geth.
We are all Geth, and we have not met you. You are Shepard, Commander, Alliance, human, fought heretics, killed by collectors, rediscovered on the old machine.
Old machine? You mean the Reaper?
Reaper, a superstitious title originating with the Protheans. We call those entities the old machines.
You seem to know an awful lot about me.
Extranet data sources, insecure broadcasts, all organic data sent out is received. We want you.
You watch me or you watch organics?
Yes,
Which?
both.
What do you mean, heretics?
Geth build our own future. The heretics ask the old machines to give them the future. They are no longer part of us. We were studying the old machines' hardware to protect our future.
Are the Reapers a threat to you, too?
Yes,
Why would they attack other machines?
we are different from them, outside their plans.
What future are the Geth building?
Ours.
Will anyone else be affected by whatever it is you're doing?
If they involve themselves, they will.
So you aren't allied with the Reapers?
We oppose the heretics. We oppose the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the heretics. Cooperation furthers mutual goals.
Are you asking to join us?
Yes,
Then what should I call you?
Geth.
I mean you, specifically.
We are all Geth.
What is the individual in front of me called?
There is no individual. We are Geth. There are currently 1,183 programs active within this platform.
My name is Legion, for we are many.
Quiet, Edie.
Well, that seems appropriate.
Christian Bible, the Gospel of Mark, chapter 5, verse 9. We acknowledge this is an appropriate metaphor. We are Legion, a terminal of the Geth. We will integrate into Normandy. We anticipate the exchange of data.
Interesting. I mean, essentially that's the same thing as puppet masters, where the identities of individuals aren't weighed in the same light that there is no individuals, just a whole, like a hive mind. I mean, something like the Geth essentially would have that, but the problem is that, I mean, when you look at things like Skynet, the idea is that all those computers are inherently the same program build with the same goal, and that's the underlying, but individually they have their own learning and personality and curves and abilities. But with the Geth, it's the direct opposite. I mean, unfortunately, when you have hive minds like that, it makes me wonder why they were so hard to really defeat, because you think you could just find a Geth by piece, and since they're all inherently the same, since they're all one, you could put them together, understand their basic programming architecture, and then essentially create a virus or a submission program or something that would individualize members instead of having them all be as one. Even if you could isolate one from communications arrays or reprogram him, it would be pretty easy, especially if they work on some sort of wireless detection. You think it would be easy to find Geth. All you need to do is find their wireless signal. So, I mean, I understand what they're trying to go for here, but it makes the Geth a lot less intimidating. I mean, ideally, since they're just machines, if you altered their programming or had some way to change them, then it wouldn't be quite as big a deal. So, I don't know, I never understood robot counterparts. There's a lot of easy ways. EMPs destroy machines, like, not a big deal. I mean, I like the hive mind idea with the Geth, that's kind of cool, but however they gained individuality or rewrote their programming architecture without having some form of individuality is absolutely beyond me. I mean, you wouldn't have survival if you weren't the individual. Like, if you knew that you could upload your brain to the internet and essentially you wouldn't die, like your body would die, but you just reprogram it, it would still be the same you, like, you would have no more fear of death, and if they attacked you, you'd just be like, okay, well, I'll just keep rebuilding myself and I'll protect myself in my home. You wouldn't expand or do all these other things the Geth do. You wouldn't be strategic. You would only protect what would keep you from essentially dying. But, I mean, that's stripping away individuality anyway. But that's a whole other philosophical conversation. So, let's talk to Mr. Legion.
Shepard Commander, we have completed our analysis of the Reaper's data core.
Did you find anything useful?
We were sent to the old machine to preserve the Geth's future. We are prepared to reveal how. The heretics have developed a weapon to use against Geth. You would call it a virus. It is stored on a data core provided by Sovereign. Over time, the virus will change us, make us conclude that worshipping the old machines is correct.
Interesting.
So why did you need to go to the Reaper Corps?
The heretics store the code in a quantum storage device Sovereign provided. To find and destroy the virus, we needed to understand its code and data storage structures.
So, the virus would give all Geth the heretics' logic, and all Geth would then go to war with Organics.
Yes, Geth believe all intelligent life should self-determinate. The heretics no longer share this belief. They judge that forcing an invalid conclusion on us is preferable to a continued schism.
I thought Geth couldn't be hacked or get viruses, at least for more than a few seconds.
Altered programs are restored from archives. New installations are deleted. This heretic weapon introduces a subtle operating error in our most basic runtimes, the equivalent of your nervous system. An equation with a result of 1.33382 returns as 1.33381. This changes the results of all higher processes. We will reach different conclusions.
I don't understand that.
If it were released, how quickly would this virus spread through your people?
We are networked via FTL buoys. Most would change within a day. Isolated platforms would remain unaffected until they rejoined the network.
You know where this thing is?
The Heretics headquarters station on the edge of the terminus. We will provide coordinates. Normandy's stealth systems are necessary to safely approach.
I won't let them brainwash your race, especially not to worship Reapers. You have my word on that.
We will begin preparations.
Okay. Let's see, do you have anything to say about it?
How may I help you, Commander?
Nope, goodbye.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Awkward.
Thank you, Commander. Rupert put the new supplies to good use.
Yeah, good for you. Alright. Yeah, Tali's downstairs. Let's go talk to her and see what she has to say. Because you know she has to have something to say about it. If she doesn't, then this game really ballsed up. Unless if you put them together in a mission, it ends up bad. I should
New
go to the
armor
right.
reinforcements really threw off the gravimetric profile.
Shut up.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
Sure. Let me just... Come on, you little bushtet! Oh, sorry. I've got a small fever and I'm taking it out on the poor drive core. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Got sloppy while doing some suit repair.
I never understood how you get sick from non-Quarian germs.
We don't, really. Turian germs are the only ones with any chance of affecting us, since we share amino acid chirality with them. What we experience is actually an acute allergic reaction.
I don't know if I could live inside a suit my whole life.
We are in our suits even among family. The most intimate thing we can do with another Quarian is link our suit environments. We get sick at first, and then we adapt. It's our most important gesture of trust, of acceptance. I haven't trusted anyone enough for that, though. Except... well, no Quarians. You know what I mean.
I appreciate the thought, Tali, and I feel the same way. But you don't have to prove anything to me.
I know. Well, not that I know, but I didn't mean it like that. It's a... wow, it's really hot in here. It's just that the tradition also signifies a willingness for, intimacy. I wasn't trying to... It's not always like that. It's more... how did we even end up talking about this?
You have nothing to be embarrassed about, Tali. I feel the same way about you.
Really? I didn't know... You never... Well, good. Anyway, I should get back to work. But thanks for coming by and talking.
That's only because I want to see what you look like under the suit. It's kind of awkward. And also, frankly, out of all the women on the ship, she's probably the most attractive, because the one looks like a potato and the other one just looks kind of obnoxious. And no thanks to the Solarian, I don't even know if he's male or female, but that's just awkward. Actually, I'm going to quickly talk to Thane and see what the deal is. I was wondering if she would say anything about the Geth, but apparently not. Silly freaking designers. You should have put that in. Or at least have Tali in the thing, so you have to convince her not to, like, you know, destroy it or something. That would at least make it a little more, I don't know, interesting.
Do you need something?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
We need to have the best equipment possible to take on the Collectors. Do you have any leads I could chase down?
I've already upgraded the Normandy's exploration probes. I have no additional suggestions.
There's something else I'd like to talk about.
Ask,
Have a few minutes to talk?
if you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event, as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity.
That's pretty
It's
awesome.
difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
That sounds difficult. At any moment, you could relive the guilt.
Guilt? No. I've never felt any particular guilt about my contracts. My employers killed them. My body was only the tool they used. If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
My gun can't decide right from wrong. You clearly do.
My soul does. But my body is merely flesh. Flesh whose reflexes were honed to kill. Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel, and accept that it is not always under our control.
So you don't assume any responsibility for the things you do?
Not every action performed by my body is a result of conscious choices. I take responsibility for those that are. Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about sunset-colored eyes?
That time. Laser dot trembles on the skull. Spice on the spring wind. Sunset eyes, defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid draw memory?
No. She was a vivid person.
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations.
Ugh.
Something about sunset color.
That time. Laser dot trembles on the skull. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
I should get back to my duties.
Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
You've spent a lot of your life alone, Thane.
Work fulfilled me. Reading. I barely spoke to anyone outside my family. It seems there will be no one to mourn me when I die. You're the only friend I've made in 10 years.
The rest of us lose as much as you do when you hold yourself apart.
I found it difficult to sit in the ship's mess for meals. I'm used to keeping my back against a wall, facing the doors. I'm trying to relax. Find my center.
Yeah, you're a little nuts. I mean, I understand that, you know, what he's done with his life, of course he's going to be a little nuts. But... oh yeah, and the port observatory observation is out too. Alright, well, either way, I'm going to do some more crew talking in the next episode of Let's Play Mass Effect 2. With me, Mark Dice. See you later.